I remember as a kid there was always creepypastas about literally every game that came out. Like there was creepypastas about Tails Doll, Ben Drowned, and L is Real. Those were the most popular that I can think of that comes off my head right away. And I think these creepypastas are kind of ridiculous. They're obviously not real, it's just somebody who found something creepy in a game that came from the 90s. And somebody makes a blog post of something creepy they found, and then doors start closing on their own in their house and stupid shit like that. Now there are a million creepypastas about this game called Super Mario 64, and you've all know it because you've all seen creepypastas about it. I frankly think most of them, and pretty much all of them, are BS. And I found a video I recommended, and by the way, it's by an awesome YouTuber. I think his videos are great, so make sure to check him out. But this video is kind of ridiculous, because as you can see, there are always creepypastas, and then there's always people who bring out the factual creepy stuff. And when you bring out the factual creepy stuff, you start grasping at straws. And when you start grasping at straws, that's when things go wrong, and it makes funny moments like in this video that we're going to watch together. Anyways, let's roll the beginning.
If you're watching this video, you most definitely heard the term, every copy of Mario 64 is personalized, as well as all the pieces of media that stem from it. Essentially, there's a sort of creepypasta that suggests that every copy of Mario 64 is exactly tailored to each player's personality due to an experimental AI. That is why some people claim they remember certain things about the game that never actually happened, because only they experienced them. There's more to this, such as a sinister conspiracy, a warrior apparition, and much more.
In situations like this, I always ask myself, how does a developer do this, one? And two, why would they want to do this? What motivation do they have to make every personalized version of Mario 64? I don't really see a motivation for them to do that just to scare some little kids. This is a running theme that goes on with many creepypastas, and I really don't understand it. Why would the developers want to do something like this? I don't see the point.
I'm going to start with what I vividly remembered the most from my childhood: the textures. They don't look realistic per se, but also not very cartoony either. They're too detailed for that. Combined with the N64's texture blur, it made them look a bit eerie. It's like I didn't exactly know what I was looking at.
We aren't even 10 minutes into the video and this guy is already scared of the textures that this game has.
And this also extends to the paintings. The barely discernible early 3D models combined with the low blurry resolutions makes the mind go crazy. The painting of Lethal Lava Land disturbed me back then and still does to this day. Doesn't help that that particular flame creature never actually appears anywhere in the game.
I don't really think they put much thought into the paintings in this game. I doubt there's any creepy meaning behind each painting. I think they literally just put that to give you a little spook, maybe a reason to be scared of what's to come in the level. I really doubt that there's a sinister meaning behind the painting.
Another thing that just weirded me out as a child is the fact that all these stages are just kinda in nowhere. I know that's because actual skyboxes would have been too demanding on the hardware, but it's still very jarring to just be in some place in the middle of the sky or in a black void in the case of the slides. It all fits with the idea that Bowser created the worlds in the paintings, and they're really just what you can see in the painting itself. It still makes me wonder, where are we?
Again, this is just the matter of overthinking everything that's in the game. Not everything has significance, not everything is like creepy significance. It's literally just a skybox. I don't remember having any friends who shit themselves looking at the skybox.
The combination of hardware limitations and early 3D continued to unsettle me when it came to character designs. The majority of them are fine, very cute in fact, but some are just... ugh. One I distinctly remembered from my childhood was the Womp. Now, let's analyze this design.
Alright boys, are you ready to get convinced on why this thing is disturbing? Because I kinda am, because I'm really not disturbed by his looks.
You have a giant slab of brick with a giant mouth of crooked teeth, giant frowning eyebrows, and black eye sockets with bright red pupils.
This man just pointed out every one of this guy's insecurities. Anyways, to the main point, I really don't think their purpose was to make this guy look disturbing. I mean, he literally looks like a cartoon character. How do you find this thing scary? He looks like a joke, literally.
Everything about this thing screams, I want to crush and then eat you.
You know, dude, I honestly, I kind of disagree. This guy looks like he doesn't have a f***ing clue on what he's doing.
But what makes this even worse is that when you turn them around, you can see that they have a giant crack on their backs with only a band-aid covering it. And you have to stomp on that to defeat them. How disturbing is that?
This is such a stupid point. Yes, Mario kills enemies. Sonic kills enemies. Every kid's game character kills enemies. It's not disturbing, it's normalized.
Can anyone answer me why there are moving, crushing metal blocks with faces painted on them? Are they living? Are they robots? And why does everything in this game try to crush you?
I mean, of course everything tries to crush you. I'm pretty sure this is a Mario game we're talking about here. This really hasn't changed throughout the rest of the series.
But what's worse than them are the Snowmen. The black, empty eyes, the gaping mouth, even the platforms they're resting on just disturb me.
The Snowman. This guy really can't even play Mario without himself.
Okay, it's time to talk about some genuinely horrifying things in the game.
Alright boys, we're about to start heading into the territory of the video where actually they make some pretty good points to the game. And still a lot funnier points than before. It's amazing. Anyways, before we continue, I still recommend you guys watch this video. This video is still a good video. And this guy, he makes some pretty good videos. But I'm still gonna laugh at it.
The biggest one of them, in which freaked me out as a child, is that Mario actually dies. He collapses on the floor, he sinks into quicksand, he chokes to death and actually unironically drowns, with his lifeless corpse floating in the water. There's no funny, "Mamma mia, I did a whoopsie," fall off the screen here. No, he literally succumbs to his failing body functions.
Okay, right off the bat, this is kinda weird to put in a Mario game. I do agree with him on that point.
And what about the fact that Mario commits animal abuse? According to Mips and Okiki, he chokes them when he's holding them. I know it's difficult to chase them, but jeez, Mario.
This is the most BS point of the video. Mario did not abuse that animal. That animal abused us, alright? We had to chase that thing around the whole damn basement. We knocked our head on so many walls just to get a star? Like, come on, this guy abused us, alright?
They have a whole haunted mansion with actual coffins in one of the rooms, and they're talking about how ghosts can't die. Not faint, not knocked out, but literally die. Death is real in the Mario 64 universe.
This is another good point, but sadly it's followed up directly with this.
Does that mean Mario is actually murdering all these Goombas and Koopas?
Yes, Karen, Mario is killing Goombas and Koopas all the time. Just like how Sonic, Link, and Kirby do with their enemies every single day. And it's not even a sweat for them. This isn't disturbing. Really, this is not disturbing. This is normalized.
Also, there's a sunken ship in Dire Docks with buried treasure inside. Who did it belong to? Why did it sink? When did it sink? Are the owners dead? Because that's what usually happens when ships sink.
This is an example of when you explore every aspect of a game, especially from the 90s, you're going to find something off-putting. Except the thing is, I doubt the developers put much thought into abandoned ship at all. I think they literally just want to put it in because it probably looked cool in the underwater level.
I didn't know where to put this, but it's something I felt really strongly about even as a child. It's probably one of the reasons why I felt so uneasy playing the game, and at the same time why I prefer it over games like Sunshine or Odyssey these days. And that is that the entire game feels empty. Sure, there's some transparent toads in there, and by the way, why are they transparent? And also some booze, but that's it.
You know, I actually agree with this. The game did feel very empty, and it made me feel really weird when playing it. And quite honestly, I think this is the reason why there's so many creepypastas surrounding the game. It's so empty and people feel like there should have been more in the game. And some people like to believe that there should have been more into the game.
I guess the thought of being alone doesn't really disturb me. It's that I am not alone.
I don't really see the point in feeling this way when you're being alone, because in the game, even if someone was watching you, so what? They never really do anything about it in the plot, so it's not really an important plot point that they are watching you. As well as they're not gonna do anything with the information, so really, who cares if you're watching you?
You definitely heard that a lot of people consider that level in particular to have a negative aura to it. I thought it was a completely laughable concept at first, but after playing it, yeah, no, they're all completely right.
Negative aura. You've gotta be kidding me.
And then people were talking about how the Skybox looked so creepy, and I stopped dead in my tracks and went, wait, what Skybox? What level are you even talking about? And even after I looked at some screenshots, I was just so confused. Did this really slip by me? And then I also took a good look at the Skybox, and I couldn't stop looking. Because quite frankly, it's one of the creepiest things I've ever seen.
One of the creepiest things he has ever seen is a Skybox from Mario 64. You know, I'm gonna be quite honest with you, I thought that Skybox was kinda magnificent, and I thought that level was kinda relaxing to play with.
But after going down a secret underwater path, that's not obvious by the way, you get to a secret town. And it just looks off, kind of unfinished.
I remember finding this as a kid and being completely mind blown that there was a city here. Dude, I seriously can't be the only person who has good memories from this level. Anyways, for the rest of the video, he goes into what was in the beta of Mario 64, and I recommend you go check out that video. I'll put a link down below. It's a pretty good video for the most parts. I just wanted to laugh at the parts that were pretty stupid, but this guy is a pretty good YouTuber. Go check him out. He's a pretty good storyteller with his videos. He's awesome, dude. Go check it out. Also, go check out the Discord server down below. It's called Devil's Mountain. It's a pretty good Discord server. You have freedom of speech. You can pretty much go in there, say whatever you want. Probably talk to me a lot. You could appear in videos like this. You could appear in Discord Funny Moments videos. Just go check it out. It's a fun time. Anyways, guys, peace out.